What's up, y'all? I just wanted to come on here real quick and talk about Lil Boosie. Lil Boosie in this situation that has popped off on Twitter. So this is probably going to be a really quick one because your girl is speechless for once. So first of all, what do y'all think of this situation? Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. I saw the clip that's going around on Twitter that's like 50 seconds long. Now there's actually a longer clip and it's even worse than the original, if you can believe that. I'm going to play a little bit of it for you so you can get an idea of how disgusting and sick this man really is. But first, let me tell you what's happening on Twitter. Lil Boosie decided to post on his Instagram bragging that he had arranged for a grown woman to give him, his son, and his nephews oral sex around the time they were 12 and 13 years old. Now, he actually had mentioned this a couple of years ago. He had posted on Instagram a happy birthday wish to his 14-year-old son. I think he calls him Tootie or Tootsie or something like that. And he said that I got a bag of money for you, and I also am going to give you a bad bitch to give you some head. To a 14-year-old kid. And of course, people were outraged about that. And you know what he did? He denied it. He's like, oh, I'm just playing. But now, yesterday, he went on Instagram again and doubled down that he actually, in fact, did get his son and his nephews a little head, and then he got a little head from the girl too. Like, how crazy is that?
He trained to fuck pussy, eat pussy, all that. Yeah, so don't get to talking about my son. Yeah. Don't get to talking about my son. I got my son's dick sucked early. I got that bitch sucked early. Yeah, all my nephews. Ask any one of my nephews or ask any one of my nephews or my son who got them their first head. Big dog. Yeah, ask any of my nephews who got them their first head. Big dog. Yeah. I been got my son dick sucked. My 9-year-old, 10-year-old, I showed all of them how to put on rubber. Before you even start having sex, I done showed my sons how to put on rubber. Ain't finna get my son no motherfucking shit out here. I'm training them boys right. Ask any of my nephew. Ask any of them. Ask my son. Yeah. They were 12, 13. They got head. Yeah. That's how it's supposed to be. Yeah, hell yeah, I got my fucking son dick sucked. You fucking right. Yes, a grown woman. Grown, super grown. Super grown. Checked his ass out. Checked all my nephews out. Super grown. She grown. She checked me out. Getting them prepared, man. Fuck that. I'm getting my boys. That's how they built like that. Yeah. I'm just saying. Don't you bring your juvenile daughter around here, she might get fucked. Sorry, I gotta keep it real. My son trained to fuck. Meanwhile,
So y'all just saw that clip and I'm just sitting here scratching my head. There has to be something criminal about all this stuff this man is saying. The fact that he can sit on Instagram Live and talk about how he orchestrated, how he arranged for his son and his nephews to get oral sex, to be molested basically and raped from a grown woman. Like, what world are we living in right now where he's not banned or in prison or something? Two things in particular from that video stand out to me. The first being that he said his son is trained to fuck and his son is trained to eat. What does he mean by trained? How does one train their son to perform sexual acts on others? Does he stand there and watch? Has he hired sex workers for other lessons? Like, what the fuck? The other thing he said in that same clip was that if you bring your juvenile daughter around here, she might get fucked. What does that mean? So you're telling us that you have hypersexualized your child so much that he now at 17 has sexual prowess. If a little girl comes over to your house, your son will be able to seduce her. That's some creepy shit. Y'all, this is not my lane, so we're gonna have to have some conversation about this. Why is this man so preoccupied with his son's sex life, his underage son's sex life, by the way? He has so many videos. If you Google it, he has like 20 videos out there about his son or talking to his son about eating cat. Who has those kinds of conversations with their children? This is weird, but here's another clip.
I ain't finna talk to you about that. I had you in prom with two bitches on your arm.
He in love, now he won't eat cat. Tootie, you gonna be right after your friend. As soon as your friend do it, you gonna want to eat cat. No. Well, I'm gonna teach your friend how to eat pussy. He gotta get out of it. He gotta give me about 8 more months, man. I'm gonna teach him. About 9 more months, man. Wait till he get in 11th grade or something, dog. For real, man. He don't need to be munching yet, man. For real. That boy got a nice set of lips on this shit, too. Boy, you got a nice pair on you, boy. Them bitches curl up and everything. You got a nice pair of lips for a teenager, though. Them bitches nice. Them bitches nice and fluffy. Boy, talking about he want to eat pussy. He want me to teach him how to eat pussy. Boy, that boy. All you gotta do is put them bitches on the pussy.
And here's another one. This time he's talking about scouting for young girls, I guess for his son to have sex with.
Scouting for my son. I'm scouting for my son. I need a pretty little girl in Atlanta, bro. For real, man. It's time for him to get a girlfriend. For real. It's time for him to get a girlfriend, dog. For real, dog. Trying to raise my son like he no fucking... It's time for him to... He's 15, man. It's time for you to get a girlfriend, man. Yeah, he already got his dick sucked. Oh, yeah, man. All my sons, when they get that age, they gotta get that dick sucked. My nephews, too. I got all my nephews, when they get 15, I got all my nephews. I got your dick sucked out when you made 15. Yeah. You gotta let them feel it. You gotta let them feel it. Yeah, man, you gotta let them feel it, man. 15, you be freaky at 15. Oh, yeah. All them girls be freaky at 15. That's when they start getting dick.
Now, this isn't some new phenomenon. I've heard of people doing this before, not so young, but I've heard of men going to find sex workers to have sex with their sons to prevent them from being gay. I don't know how that's supposed to work. I don't know what the logic behind that is, but I mean, this isn't something new. I have heard about men doing this to like 16 and 17-year-olds. What bothers me the most, I mean, besides the obvious moral issue with this, is that men like him have selective morals. This is the same guy who posted a video, outraged that he saw 2 men having sex while he was in prison. He talked about how it was so gross and unnatural, it was weird, and there was something wrong with that, but you're okay procuring sex workers for your underage sons and nephew. For your underage son and nephews. Why would you expose them to that? How is that morally right? And I have to mention that when he made that video about those guys having sex in prison, for him to be so disgusted, he sure stood there and watched. He was able to describe the position. The guy had his hand on his ankles. He was able to describe the velocity of the bounce. He had all the details, but he was so disgusted, right?
When I was in Angola, I walked down on a nigga riding a nigga dick from the back. That nigga had a nigga ankles riding that bitch from the back, man. I ain't know about the coke can in the shower, you heard? Nigga ain't even tell me. I walked straight in, 6 in the morning. Nigga riding that dick. I say, man, I wanna go home, man. Fuck that, man. I say, man, I wanna go home, man. I got to call the lawyers for all kind of bond. Man, give me a motherfucking bond, man. That shit fucked my head up. Another nigga riding a nigga dick, man. Taking that bitch. I'm talking about riding a nigga dick. That shit. Nigga say, damn, youngster. I say, my bad, man. Yeah, I ain't know, man. Nigga fucking the shit out that nigga in that bitch. I was like, man, this shit. I was like, this ain't no place for no motherfucking human being, bro. When I saw that shit, OG, I'm like, these niggas sick, man. You a nasty motherfucker, man. You a nasty motherfucker. You heard me? You a nasty motherfucker.
You ready to go? The first day
Yeah, nasty ass nigga.
But anyway, I'm just tired of these men handing down this blueprint that if you expose them to sex early, they will not be gay. That is not how that works. You cannot stop or prevent your children from being gay. And there's all these men on Twitter defending him. His actions and his words are indefensible. You cannot defend that man. He is wrong. People were talking about, I wish that was my pappy because I wanted some pussy when I was 13. And, oh, that's how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to get them when they're young. No, let these kids have a childhood. Why would you want them to grow up faster than what they need to? That doesn't even make any sense. We already know that little black kids don't get much of a childhood. And now you guys want to expose them to sex and sex workers? Like, what are you doing with your life? Anyway, that's basically my thoughts for this situation. I just think that, sometimes you got to sweep up the trash. And I'm for real. We need the dustpan and the broom because this is, in my opinion, some criminal behavior. This is some sexual deviancy, in my opinion. So you guys let me know what you think about it, and we will chat in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.